A federal judge in Montgomery heard arguments this morning over whether bylaws the Alabama Democratic Party adopted in 2019 violate an agreement that settled a lawsuit over black representation in the party's leadership 30 years ago. The hearing was part of the latest chapter in a struggle for control of the party that surfaced in 2018. U.S. District Judge Austin Huffaker Jr. heard arguments from a lawyer representing former Democratic Party officials Kelley and May. They claim the party's October 2019 bylaws violate a 1991 consent decree, as well as the Voting Rights Act and the 14th and 15th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Kelley and May have asked to intervene in the 1991 case. If allowed, they would file a contempt of court motion claiming that the bylaws violated the consent decree. They sued the state Democratic Executive Committee, Alabama Democratic Party Chair Chris England, the Democratic National Committee, and the chair of the DNC. The SDEC elected England as chair under the 2019 bylaws, which expanded the SDEC with new diversity caucuses representing youth, 35 and under, LGBTQ, Hispanics, Asians, Pacific Islanders, Native Americans, and people with disabilities. Barry Ragsdale, who represents England and other defendants, told the judge that the plaintiffs have not explained how the 2019 bylaws violated the 1991 consent decree, which was an attempt to ensure that blacks were represented on the SDEC in proportion to their participation in Democratic Party primaries. Ragsdale noted that blacks hold 62.8% of the seats on the SDEC now, the same percentage as before the 2019 bylaws were adopted. England is the state Democratic Party's first black chair. Ragsdale told the judge that if the plaintiffs want to pursue claims that the bylaws violate the Voting Rights Act and the Constitution, they should file a new lawsuit, rather than seek to intervene in the old one. Bryan Sells, an attorney representing Kelley and May, said a key point is that the 2019 bylaws changed the way the SDEC elects at-large members. The SDEC's Black Caucus elected the at-large members under the old bylaws. The 2019 bylaws give that authority to the full SDEC. Our claims are about the political power of black voters, Sells told the judge. Who gets to choose people who sit on the SDEC? Is it white Democrats or black Democrats? Huffaker gave the parties about 2 weeks to file more court briefs to support their arguments. The judge said he would rule soon after that. After today's hearing, Kelley said he expected to continue to pursue the claims even if Huffaker denies the motion to intervene in the old case. This is an attempt to steal the party, Kelley said. There's very little difference in this and the takeover at the Capitol, just less bloodshed. The bottom line is to rob us of our voting rights and reduce our voting strength. Ragsdale said in fighting among Democrats, either reopening the 1989 case or starting a new case, hurt the party.